Hello, welcome once again to another edition of Empowered Ways motivational video. Empowered Ways is a self and business development program aimed at empowering especially the youth with information sufficient enough to help them discover their potential, put them to use, and become who they were created to be. Today, we want to further encourage and motivate you, viewers, on some of the things you will need to do to succeed in life. It is true that everybody has a gift and a potential. God has deposited one gift of potential in you that is watching. And until you discover that potential, you probably may not make the true success in life. So, looking inwards, ask yourself the question, what are your potentials? What are the things you can do very easily, even without a training? These are indications that you have a flair in that area. You are strengthened in that area. When God gives a man a potential, you may need little training to sharpen your edge, but you definitely do not need training to utilize it. But to become better at it, you may need training. So discover your potential, begin to put them to use, and then watch, you will succeed in life. To succeed in life, there are several things we will need to do. And until we know some of these things, it is difficult for us to succeed. One of the things we will need to do to succeed in life is to pay our dues. So we are going to be talking about paying your dues. Of course, we know what a due is. If you are owing your landlord, you have to pay your rent. It is a due. Electricity bill is a due. When you go to the school, you pay your school fees. It's called dues. They are your dues. In life, you will also have to pay your dues. So funny, isn't it? You will have to pay your dues. Why? Because life itself is a school. And if you go to school, you have to pay admission fees, you have to pay your school fees, you have to buy books, you have to spend money, you have to spend time, you have to spend a lot of other resources. So in life also, you have to spend these resources and pay your dues. This is what I like saying. I like saying that life does not give you what you want. Life gives you what you deserve. How do you deserve a thing? You only deserve a thing when you have made some sacrifice, when you have made some payment for it. Well, except maybe even grace, we don't deserve grace. Salvation, we don't deserve salvation. So nobody can say he deserves it because there is nothing we have paid for it. But life gives you only what you deserve. Except God gives you what you don't deserve, like grace. But life doesn't treat you like that. Life gives you what you deserve, what you have paid the price. That is what life gives to you. So today we are going to be encouraging you to pay the price. Pay the price for your success. Pay the price for your greatness. Pay the price for your impact in life. For you to be able to impact even the lives of others, you have to pay the price. Pay your dues. Pay your dues. One way you can pay your dues is to develop yourself. Develop what? Yourself. Work on yourself. See, if you do not work on yourself, if you do not develop yourself, you will struggle in life, because the true success in life comes from within. Success is not what we display to people. Success is internal. So for you to be able to have that success, you have to work on yourself. You have to work on yourself. Socrates said this. He said, let he who wants to move the world move himself first. Let he that wants to move the world, let the person move himself first. How do you make impact in life? How do you move the world without moving yourself? And it's a popular saying that to change the world, it has to start from you. You want to succeed in life? The truth about success in life, even when it has to do with money, is that you have to help enough others to have solution to their problem, and then they will help you solve yours. So let's explain that a little further. If you want money, and you said, my problem is money. I need money. For me to develop myself, I need money. For me to succeed in life, I need money. If that is what you said, this is how money comes, the true money. You have to solve the problem of others. And to be able to solve the problem of others, first of all, you have to work on yourself. But let's be very realistic. Don't pursue money. Pursue solution to the challenges of others. Solve the problems of enough people. They will give you enough money to solve your problem. That's it. So first of all, work on yourself. Move yourself first if you want to move the world. If you want to change the world, change yourself first. Develop yourself. Work on yourself. Build your internal capacity to accommodate and to face a lot of things in life, including the tough challenges of life. Build yourself, develop yourself, work on yourself. That is the beginning point of paying your dues. Your self-development, your personal development brings a lot of benefit to you and to others. When you develop yourself, you see that you are enlarging your capacity to accommodate a lot of challenging situations. And when you could accommodate challenging situations, of course, most challenges will involve others. So if you could accommodate it, then it means others are also benefiting. People around you are benefiting. Friends are benefiting when you are able to develop yourself. You could understand easily. You could view issues from a lot of perspective, not only from a parochial perspective. You could view issues from the perspective of others. You could always tell yourself when you are fully and when you are well developed that, well, life does not consist of my views alone. Others have the right to view the things of life the way they do. And even when you want to make judgment, because you have developed yourself, you will always want to have all facts together. Develop yourself. It is beneficial to you and to others around you. Develop yourself. I can't overemphasize that word. Develop what? Yourself. The next thing we're going to look at for you to be able to pay your dues in life is you must fail as many times as you could. Fail many times. Fail. Let me say it again. Fail many times. That may not be a very comfortable word, but that's the truth. You have to fail many times. Now, let me explain. Let me explain this. Albert Einstein said, a person who had not made a mistake in life is a person who had not tried anything at all. And someone said that the greatest risk in life is the risk of not taking the risk itself. If you don't take risk in life, you are actually taking a bigger risk. That is what the person is saying. And Albert Einstein said, if you have not made any mistake in life, it is just because you have not tried anything. The person who had tried something will definitely first of all fail. You know what? Failure is not a disadvantage. Failure is not a weakness. Failure is a strength. Rejoice in your failures. Why do I say so? You don't have to be a perennial failure anyway all through your life, but rejoice in your failures. The failings of life is the school of life. It is a process of refining you. When you fail, you only learn one way that things doesn't work. The fact that it doesn't work with you also does not mean that it will never work for others. But for you, that you have failed means you have just learned that this process may not give me the result I want. That is just what failure is all about. And then Les Brown said this. Les Brown said that failure is just in an imagination. It is not real. What he's trying to say is that he went further to say that when you fail, consider the cost of your failures as the price you pay to learn. Because he is summarizing by saying that failure is just a process of learning. And that is how you learn in the school of life. The school of life, you have to fail. In conventional schools, they tell you that when you fail, you are not doing well. Of course, but we know that when we fail a course, that is when we study the course the more. Because you don't want to fail again. In most cases, it is because of fear. They said, okay, if you don't fail, you will not graduate. If you don't fail, you will not be promoted. If you don't pass, rather. If you fail, you will not graduate. And so we don't want to stay in school forever. So we want to pass. Now, but that is the benefit of failing. When you fail, you do more. When you fail, you strive more to succeed. So failure is a motivating factor only to those who have developed themselves enough to accommodate failure. There are people that when they fail, the logical thing they do is to quit. If you quit, you are not paying the dues. You're only taking a bigger risk. Fail many times. Fail the more. The cost of failure is the dues you pay to the school of life. Sometimes failure could be very severe. It could be a very big failure. Somebody who put all his savings into a business and then he struggles and then he couldn't succeed and all of his money is nowhere to be found. It could be tragic. It could be very devastating. But the truth about it is you need that lesson to be able to succeed in life. If all had gone so well with you, if all had gone so smooth with you, if all had been so rosy with you, man, when the true challenges of life comes, you will not be able to handle it. So failure also enlarges your capacity to handle greater challenges in life. So fail many times, as often as possible, but don't remain a failure. There's a Bible verse that said, the righteous falleth 7 times and rise again. When you fail, rise again. Anytime you fail, rise again. And a man said, when you fall forward so that you can easily rise again. Then another person said, when you fall on your back, because if you are able to see the top, you can rise again. Whatever is it that suits you of all of these statements, please, whatever it is, and however it is, when you fail, rise again. Don't fail and remain there. The more you fail, the more the chances of your success. That's the truth. You have to fail. Fail many times. Fail many times. I said it again. Fail many times. Then the last thing we're going to consider today on how to pay your dues is that after you have developed yourself, after you have failed many times, you have tried several things, you have made effort to succeed severally, please do go ahead and succeed. Just go ahead and succeed. You may say, how? Your failure and your self-development had given you the capacity to succeed. So succeed. So don't go the way of the losers by quitting after several failures. We hear a story about Thomas Edison. We hear that Thomas Edison tried 99 times before he could succeed the 100th time to manufacture the electricity bulb. How many of us will have the capacity to try something for this long? But that is the true story of life. You have to keep trying, just keep trying until you succeed. So at the end of every last failure is success. Thomas Edison succeeded at the 100th time. It is because what he wanted to do is so phenomenal. So he needed more failure to be able to succeed. That's the truth. If you want to succeed big time, you need more failures to learn how things doesn't work and how things should work. It is the process of failure. So the next thing is succeed. After failing, succeed. Don't quit. Don't stop from failing. Because failure is actually what you think. There is no truth in as failure. As in, they say a man fails when he stops to try again. Don't quit. Continue to try. They are the dues of life. And when you have successfully done this, after developing yourself and after failing many times and learning from your mistakes, then you are bound to succeed. You are on the right track. You are on the way to success. So just go ahead and succeed. And when you succeed, it is you who will now begin to tell others how you went through your challenges and succeed. Many people who tell us their story of success, they will first of all tell you how tough their life had been. Don't expect success without the challenges of life. Temporary defeat and temporary failures, that is what failing is all about. Just go ahead and succeed. We want to say at this moment that if you keep trying these things and ready to pay the dues of life, success will definitely be yours. This is how we want to invite you to join us every Sunday at Lugbe International Academy in Abuja. We meet every Sunday by 4 p.m. We call it our Empowered Ways Entrepreneur Mentoring Program. We meet to discuss about how we could succeed in life together. We invite professionals and entrepreneurs to come and share their stories and testimonies with us. And then we ourselves, we do business and self-development book review. We review it every Sunday when we meet. We pick books that are encouraging, that are powerful, that have been recommended by international speakers, and then we review those books to help us learn from the experiences of those who have succeeded before us. And then we pick up activities that we will do within the week. And when we meet again, we review these activities and see our areas of challenges and how we could do it better. Please join us if you stay in Abuja. Lugbe International Academy in Federal House in Lugbe. It is opposite Monchino Restaurant. The school is behind Salem Academy. If you go to Lugbe and ask every Okada Salem Academy, they will direct you. It's just behind Salem Academy. You are welcome. Join us every Sunday. And as you join us, we want to tell you that definitely as we continue in all that we desire to do in life and find out our purpose, we will definitely succeed. Thank you very much.